Hello traders, it's Tommy here from Nikos Trading Academy and welcome in my weekly Forex Forecast. First pair is AUDCAD. Last week we had chances or opportunities to start to look for trades against main direction. I posted this information also on our Facebook page as a trading idea. But let me explain what exactly happened and how we can still approach this pair. So AUDCAD weekly chart. We are around the support area here. We see that this is quite strong support zone if we pay attention to the history. Next, of course, is a little bit lower, will be around this zone. It's also strong. We see those spikes. We are right now on the support, but we always know, and I always repeat that this is area. Yes, that this is not only the line, but this is always zone of the support or resistance. Yes, so we have to. Sometimes we need to be prepared for some spikes, for some false breakouts, which is normal. But if we follow our trading plan, this is not the problem. So this is our support level. Price on the weekly chart also broke weekly trend line, which we can draw here or maybe like this, not clean line. And definitely right now is pointing for short this pair, yes, especially if we pay attention for those red candles. Because we reach support zone, we might expect for bigger retracement, maybe weekly 36 EMA, and maybe next resistance area, which on the weekly is here, so maybe retracement back to this zone, or lower, smaller retracement on the lower time frames, and then continuation for this down move. So if we pay attention to the daily chart, we see that price is currently making double bottom. We have this trend line, so our possible first retracement might be to the 36 and to this trend line, together with this resistance area on the daily chart. If you pay attention, this is area. Here we have first one, here is the second one. Yes, so those are the levels of the resistance. So this is for us really good area if price decide to retrace right now and decide maybe to bounce, and we will have continuation of this down move because weekly is pointing down, daily is pointing also down. And here there was opportunity for us to start to look for trades against main direction to target this. Unfortunately, price just only bounce on the 12 and then continue to go down. This is when you trade against main direction, we always have to remember that if we trade against strong daily and weekly momentum, we might get situations like this, that we will be trying to catch the trades against main direction, and it won't happen because the trend is too strong. Especially if we go to lower time frames, we can see, for example, here that trend is changed, that price is pointing up, but we still have to remember that daily and weekly is pointing down. So we're trading against main direction. That's why we do top-down approach, to understand exactly what we have and where we trade. So as you see, this was good opportunity to try against main direction because price reached support zone. But like I said, this is always area. Yeah, so we see that we also have spikes here, we have also spikes lower, so price still can pushing down. So if we really trade against main direction, we need to have consistent trading plan, which exactly shows us when to trade and how to trade. Because if we get the signal here and this was losing trade, and we still would like to trade against main direction, we have to try again if we get another signal again and again and again. Yes, because if we, for example, decide to not take the trade, maybe this would be winning, which cover all our previous losing trades. So this is really important. Yes, so really importance of the trading plan. Yeah, that we cannot say, okay, this time I will jump in, next time no, I will not take this trade because I don't like something, so I will wait for another opportunity. This is not the way. Yes, that's why we make the trading plans and we really follow them. And then we just see the results and adjust the things. Yeah. So what we have right now, double bottom, still we can expect retracement. Yeah. So if we pay attention on the 4-hour chart, this was the idea to start to look for trades against main direction here. Yes, there was 4-hour chart trendline breakout, 36 EMA breakout. So if we decide to look, for example, for the 4-hour chart 1 to 3, we didn't get entry here. This candle was too small, and if we zoom in, you will see that this we need to wait for the white candle, which is closing, starts from here and closing above. Yes, so this is when we would like to take the trade. Here you will see that candle open was here and close here. So for a 4-hour chart, there was no option to jump in against main direction. Yes. So in this case, we didn't get any signals, but on the 1-hour chart we had, and this was losing trade. Entry would be, this was good trade. Like you said, we get the momentum. Yes, we had the retracement. We were above the 36 EMA on the 4-hour chart. Price started to make new higher highs, new higher lows. Entry was somewhere around this level. Stop loss around 30 pips below the trend line. Target was good enough, 2 to 1. Unfortunately, you see price started to range, and then you would be kicked out. So what we can do in this way, because we trade against main direction here. Yes, we trade against main direction. So we know that the direction is for sales. Yeah. So what we see here, we had opposite signal. Yeah. So if this was losing trade, for example, we see that price broke our trend line, gain momentum. Yes, gain momentum again, and what we had, another 1, 2, 3 to sell it. Yes, so this was also okay to try. Entry here, stop loss below, also below around the 36, around the 30 pips. And our target was not so nice because it's 1 to 1, but we still trade with main direction. So it's worth to take it anyway, because if we gain momentum and price decide to break the support and go to the next one, it will be good for us. So we can still try this. Yes, and here we had trend line also. Yes. So we have right now extension. So you see from this losing trade, we had another winning trade here. We could also try to mix this with lower time frames, but I'm not sure if we had something. 15-minute chart we had. You see, this is, this is our 1-hour chart, 1 to 3. This is our 15-minute 1 to 3 combination. Yeah. So in this case, entry here, stop loss around 15 pips. Target 27.30, so 2 to 1. So we see that the 15-minute chart would be better. And this was really nice price action, as we can see. 5-minute, probably there was no setup from what I see here. Let me check. Just, yeah, 5-minute, we didn't get any setups here. Yeah. So this is how we can approach even one pair, and if we get volatility, if we get momentum, you see that everything is good. What is next on this pair? Let me just check if okay. So we have this double bottom, so retracement are still possible. In case of the breakout, we can have continuation, maybe even back to this to this support level. So how we can approach trades against main direction? Again, there will be good to draw this trend line. Yes, and when price starts to break the trend line, then we start to look for long entries. Yes, so like situation here, yes, like we had previously, we had trend line down there. We try to look for entries here. Also, you wait for this trend line breakout, 36 EMA breakout, and then possible long scenario, target resistance, target trend line. Also, right now we can look for short entries, late entries with main direction, target support zone, but we need to see a little bit for bigger retracement. Yeah, so we need to just wait to see the price around the 4-hour chart trend line and 36 EMA, and when price starts to break our 2 to 3 line, this is your option to look for short entries and target this support. Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. Also, last week we gained momentum here. So what we have on the weekly chart, a little bit unclear picture, yes, and how we recognize when we have good looking chart or bad looking chart. Right now we don't have clean direction here. Yes, it's obvious. Yes, because if we start to draw some trend lines, we'll see that price is making wedge. Right now is breaking this wedge. Anyway, we don't see clean direction. Yes, and if you go, for example, to AUDCAD, we see a little bit better. Of course, right now we have the lines, but you see the price is moving. Yes, here is moving up. It's making higher high, higher low. Again, higher high, higher low, then it's breaking, it's moving. Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, we see that price was struggling. Right now, it looks good because it started to have some momentum. Yes, you see that, and this is really easy to recognize. Yes, if you see weekly chart like that, it means that on the lower time frames you won't get much because you will get range. But if you start to see big candles, big momentum, then you have more opportunities, chances that on the lower time frames you will get more volatility. So we see that price is breaking this trend line right now. Let me try to find some support zone, and the price reached support area here. Yeah, so we had this, basically this is really ugly chart on the weekly because we have only up and downs, as you can see, no clean move, no clean direction. So we have support, we have another support level in case if price would like to continue, and the next one. Yeah, so for me that's enough because price broke the 36 EMA and it's pointing down, so I don't need to draw any resistance levels right now. So we go to the lower time frames, and you see, yeah, this is what I was trying to show you. With daily chart, weekly was ugly, daily was also in the range. So right now we have daily trend line like that. Price gain momentum, okay, broke our previous lows. What we can expect? Retracement and continuation to target this support level or the next one. If we go to 4-hour chart, right now we can wait also for the 4-hour chart retracement. Whenever price starts to break our 2 to 3 line, we look for short entries, ideally on the lower time frames, but if you have good risk reward, you can try also on the 4-hour chart. So right now, every retracement on the Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar is our option to look for sell. Euro yen still climbing a really strong move. You see price from this level moved already around 1000 pip. So really strong move. It's still climbing up. Again, it's reaching next resistance area. Previously we were here, but this is also here we have strong resistance. Next one is up here. If we pay attention to the history, yeah, this is also, both levels are nice. So climbing up. So of course we would like to see some retracements finally. Our target of course will be weekly 36 EMA. First of course we have in between, we have this weekly support zone. If we pay attention for trend line, this is our trend line for now. We can draw it like this. We can also have angle like that, but this for me would be like a volatility trend line because we still have the 36. It's above the 36. This is what we can draw. Yeah, so this retracement may be back to this area, and then again continuations. This might be a good option. Still, everything is pointing up on the daily and on the weekly. So what we can do, every retracement on the lower time frames is our option to look for buy entries. We also have strong daily trend line, really strong. So any retracement to this line is option to buy. Yes, it's option to buy. So retracement back to this, we just buy. And like I said, every retracement on the lower time frames, like you will get, this is our 4-hour chart. Yes, so every retracement you buy on the lower time frames, definitely not on the 4-hour chart because it's simply too late. And if we think to trade against main direction, it's also possible. We have a couple of options here. We can look for the first signal is to look for breakout of the 4-hour chart. Then we have like a bigger probability that price might go down. Yeah, so we just wait for the breakout and then we look for short entries, and our target is daily 36 EMA and daily trend line. Yes, so this is option number one. Option number two, trade aggressively on the 1-hour chart. How we can do it? If we start to gain momentum, you can look for 1-hour chart 1 to 3s here. But the thing is, your goal is 4-hour chart 36 EMA and this trend line. So we have to calculate if we have enough risk reward. This is our goal because, like I said, we still trade against main direction. Daily is pointing up, weekly is pointing up, 4-hour chart is pointing up. So we cannot say, okay, I enter here, and of course our long-term goal is here, but in between we have that where price still might react yes, and continue to go up. So that's why this is our goal if we trade against. If we are lucky and price decide to break and continue, perfect for us. But if not, we at least we would like to achieve some profits here. Yeah, so basically that's all on the euro yen. If we don't want to trade right now on the 1 hour chart, we wait for what? We wait for retracement back to this level. We look for buys. We look for targets here. In case of the breakout, we have the next target. And then we can, for example, say, okay, I have double top on the 4 hour chart. I will try aggressively to look for short entries. But you see that this trend is really strong. So I think it's better to get the confirmation after the 4 hour chart trendline breakout to start to look for short entries against main direction. Yes, this because it's simply too strong to take the trades just like this on the resistance. Of course, this is also possible, but I prefer this. Yeah, so this is euro yen. This is our euro yen, and using the CAD. What we see on the weekly chart that is it's pointing down, it's going down. Our weekly trend line was broken. So when maybe we'll get continuation, yes, of this down move. If we pay attention for the support zone, this is our support level. Price already touched it. We also have support zone here, and we have resistance up here. If we go to daily chart, right now what we have retracement back to the daily 36 EMA, and what else we have? Daily short 1 to 3. So what we expect, breakout, continuation, target this support zone, or even this, yes? 4 hour time frame, and this is tricky situation because 4 hour chart is pointing up, yes? So we can say, okay, let's try to buy. It's also okay to buy this, but we have to remember where we are on the daily chart. Yes, so it's not a problem to buy here because we have also here we have 4 hour chart trendline breakout. Yes, 4 hour chart trendline breakout. So we have long scenario. It's okay to buy, but we have to remember that we trade here when we buy. We trade against weekly chart and daily chart, and price already touched our daily area. So we can of course still have this double top. Maybe we can even have breakout and this, or maybe lower high and this. Yeah, so we have couple scenarios here. So as long as we understand where we are and where we trade, it's okay to take the action. And this is also fine to look for long entries, simply because if we pay attention, we have 4 hour chart trendline breakout. We have we have 4 hour chart 1 to 3. So we can say, okay, let's take the longs. Yes, but can we take it on the 4 hour chart? Not exactly, because this is not the daily trendline breakout, but this is like we trade longs against the daily chart. So we can only look for lower time frame entries here. Target might be around 70 pips, or if to the previous highs around 100. So it's okay. So how we can approach this? Right now we see, okay, we can wait, for example, for 1 hour chart trendline breakout and try to catch early entry here on the 1 hour time frame, or we can look for lower time frame entries like 15-minute chart. But for the 15-minute chart, we still have to wait for new higher high and higher low. Yes, and when you get this is our option to buy together with this, or 5-minute. Yes, 15 or 5-minute, depends what you like. But on the 5-minute also, it will be nice to get like a new higher high, higher low, and then start to look for buy. So this is option to trade against main direction, because this is trade against main direction. If we are not interested to trade like that, because we trade only with the main direction, then you have to wait for breakout of this 2 to 3 line. Yeah, so whenever price breaks to this 2 to 3 line, you look for short entries and you target this support zone. So leave the price here. Let's give some space, and if price breaks that, then okay, short entries. And also, if price breaks this line and start to make long 1 to 3s, you look for buys, target this resistance, because you will get the breakout of the daily 36 EMA, and you can expect maybe a little bit bigger retracement. Yeah, so this is what we have on the news in the CAD. USD yen. Still pushing up, slowly, but it's pushing up. So it's more or less the same analysis like 2 weeks ago. If you remember, we also had this pair on our watch list. This is our resistance, this is our support, climbing up on the weekly chart. So if we pay attention on the daily, we set about the long scenarios. Yeah, we set about the long scenarios, and price went up. We set on the lower time frames, the price might retrace, and also if we didn't get the retracement to the area where we wanted, but we had retracement to the trend line, and we said if price reached this trend line, we can still look for long entries. Yeah, because we said previously we were, I think, around this level, and we said about the long setups, and then I said if price won't make any setups and won't go up, we still have to wait for daily trend line retracement, and then we can look for buy stalls. And you will see that we had first option. Yes, you see breakout. So we can say, okay, we go to lower time frames and see what happens here. So we had this breakout, but we didn't get the setup. Yeah, you see that price went below the 36 EMA again. So our trend line was changed, and what happened next? We had our setup here. Yes, entry, stop loss. Yeah, so we had option here to jump in. So in this case, entry here, stop loss around 20-25 pips. Really good trade. Yes. So this was option for the previous scenario. Of course, you see price reached daily trend line and bounce, and it still for now looks like I'm making new higher highs. So it's still pointing up. So any retracement right now for us is a buy. We can wait for the daily situation like this, and we again try to buy, or we look for 4-hour chart 1 to 3s right now, and we look for buys. And basically that's all what we have, because 1-hour chart now it's not giving the signals, but you see prices sitting on the 12 EMA here. So if you later gain or see the momentum, you can also say, okay, 4-hour chart retracement to the 12, and then what you do, you look for the lower time frame entries. We don't have 1-hour chart 1 to 3. Yes, you see that price broke the 36, but if you draw the trend line, and you will see that later on price is gaining momentum, you can say, okay, I go to 5-minute chart and I wait for the 5-minute 1 to 3s here. Yes, and this is your option. As long as it's pointing up, we look for buys, and our goal is this resistance on those previous spikes. Yeah. So for me, right now, only buys, any retracement buy. I will pay attention for sell scenarios when price breaks this daily trend line. Yes, then I will start to look for short. For now. Next is gold. Gold is still pushing up. This is a daily chart. Let's see weekly, even monthly. Yes, so let's see monthly quickly. So you see price here bounce. It's pushing up. So definitely it's really strong here. Especially we see here how price was going down with the if I can say noisy candles. Yes, spikes, and here it's pushing up. Yes, so clean direction. Clean up move, of course, strong, so retracement can happen. We are on the resistance area, definitely. Right now, we still have resistance up here on the daily, and next one will be here on those previous spikes. In terms of the resistance of the support level, here is the, let me just unzoom again. This is our support zone here, and the next one is lower. Yes, so if in case of any retracement, of course, support here or support here to the daily 36. Trend line on the gold is here. Yes, so this is what we have, still pushing up. Right now it's making double top. Yes, but if we would like to trade as an intraday, because we have only intraday combinations and scenarios here right now, we have to wait for the retracement, and we look for buy. Yes, and target is resistance here. If price breaks 4-hour chart trend line, we can look for trades against main direction, sell, and where is our target? Support or support with the daily 36 EMA. So those are our goals. So 4-hour chart retracement, of course, we look for buys. And also scalpers, yes, because everything is pointing up. So if you have later on 1 hour chart 1 to 3 retracement to the 36, you will see that price is breaking this. You can start to look for possible buy scenarios here. And where is your target is here, yes. So, and in case of the breakout, you can trail your position even higher. So this is what we have. If price breaks, it's better to wait for this level and start to buy or start to sell after breakout. Yes, so we have like this zone or this zone to make reactions. Yeah, so this is gold, and the last is oil, but it's like, you know, it's still around the same level. This is our resistance here. Price is coming up. We have to, if we would like to see another resistance zone, this might be this previous spike on the weekly chart, and the next one is really high here. So we see really strong move on the weekly chart. Retracement can happen. Daily, we see that the price had some was trying to change the trend, but still going up. Definitely to look for trades against main direction. This is the best line which we have, I think so. As after breakout, you look for sell, definitely. Then your goal is weekly 36 CMA with weekly support zone here. Yes, and now you only buy. You think only about buy scenarios. Yes, right now we have 4-hour chart 1 to 3, so we can quickly check 15-minute chart. Yes, so on the 15-minute, if we think about the day trading, yeah, we can look for this, and we can look for buy entries. Yes, buy entries, and remember where is your target is of course the next resistance. So it's like 15 points. So this is what you can do. I personally I'm not interested to trade oil, but I know that some of you trade this, so I always have gold and oil. I always have in my watches. Maybe I will also add Bitcoin. I'm thinking about that because I know that also you trade many of those cryptocurrencies, so we will see. I will see. I'm not also great fan because it's not regulated too much. Anyway, we will think. If you have, of course, any questions or requests, feel free to contact us, and I will be happy to answer all your questions or add some extra things to our videos. So thanks a lot. Wish you all a great week, and see you next time. Bye.